Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. Today we are going to make a mailbox decoration. It's not a swag. It's actually on one of these headstone saddles. But we're going to create this. This is going to be for me, because I like to put out stuff on my mailbox during the summertime. And I'm going to do a patriotic one this year. So, I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. And let's get started. I think I've got everything up here. So, I'm going to turn the camera down so y'all can see. Okay, I got some ribbon, red, white, and blue. I got a whole bunch of flowers over here. These are all just pieces. There's a few stems that are whole. But these are all from Dollar Tree. Most of them are from Dollar Tree, because it's going to be out in the weather, in the sun, the bright sun. And if it starts to fade, I'll just snatch them off and redo it. I have plenty of these, so it's not no big deal to me. I've got totes and totes and totes of flowers. So, okay. So, to start with, I got this saddle frame. And it's going to sit on the mailbox this way. So, I'm going to make it come out this way. Yeah, instead of coming the long way to cover a saddle or a headstone, I'm going to make it come out long this way, if that makes any sense to you. But to start with, I'm going to take some zip ties, and I'm going to double these. May even have to triple these. These are the longest ones I had, so. And I'm just going to zip tie it on here. Let me get some more. And it really don't matter what color zip tie you use. These are some that my husband had at work when he brought home. So, because you're going to hide it anyway. Go ahead and turn my glue gun on so it can be getting hot. Okay. Alright, now I'm just going to clean these up a little bit. I just made a short little video to show y'all my craft room. I've done 360 view of it. I'm going to post that separate so y'all can see, in case y'all been wondering what my whole craft room looks like. Okay, so that's on there pretty good and snug. And while the glue gun's heating up, let's go ahead and make the bow. Get my scissors. Y'all had any bad weather? It's been raining here for 2 days. Well, since Sunday night, I believe. Okay, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna have some kind of long tails. I'm gonna have 16-inch tails. And this is a satin ribbon. I got this from Carolina Pottery. I'm gonna make this bow a little bit big. Doing 7-inch loops. I've noticed online at some of the crafters that I follow that they're all starting to do fall already. Are y'all changing over to fall yet? Because I'm really thinking about it. This is a really pretty ribbon here. It's a satin ribbon, but it's really pretty. Okay. I got this. I don't know where this comes from. Now my radio's spitting out static and it ain't even on. This is from, I don't know where it's from, but it was $7. Okay. And what I'm going to do, since these tails are going to be on opposite sides, let me just start them off that way. Okay, now these loops are going to be about 6 inches. This ribbon is hard to work with, but it's going to be good for outside. I'm twisting in the middle at each loop. These here are about 6 inches. I'm going to do 2 on each side. Okay. I'm going to come in with this one. Oh, no I'm not. I only have a little bit. Okay, so now I was going to do another blue one. Hold on, let me check my ribbons. Okay, I found this one. I'm not going to be able to have the longer tails on there, but that's okay. And this is going to be a 5-inch loop. Let me readjust that. Tape off of it. Okay. Now, take this other little scrap piece, put it in here. Take a zip tie, run it through. Spin it around. Another zip tie. Around. Tight, tight, tight. Trim it off. Right. That's our bow. And we'll come in and dovetail these satin ones. Y'all know me, I don't dovetail the satin ones. I cut them at an angle. Dovetail. And Patriotic is good for Memorial Day too, and that's the end of May. And then you can just leave it up the whole month of June, and then July 4th, it's there already. And then you can switch it out to another summer. Okay, so that's our bow. It's going to hang down on either side. And let me set that out of the way. Get the ribbon out of the way. Now, I really do want to start doing fall, but it's like I don't have room in here to bring it in and keep doing summer stuff. So there lies my issue. If I do bring the fall in, I'll have to pack up my summer stuff. And that's like a whole week's worth of work. So, okay, my glue gun seems to be hot now. So, let me start with these. This is just a fern. Let me just cut all these off. I got my event this week, my monthly event. That's this week, so have to get that ready. I did put some sparkly stuff in this, so I thought that I had some red, but I don't. Okay, so what I'm going to do is push these into the sides and all the way around, because this is my longer element here. And it's going to be the thing that hides the base. Well, y'all, I thought my glue gun was hot. It is. It's just being slow. See, this just gonna hang out and down. Also bending it down just a little bit. I know most of y'all would rather see wreaths, but I'm a crafter. I got to do other things too. I do mainly do wreaths. And I'm just cutting a very little bitty piece of that off. And I'm trying to cut at an angle so it goes in easier. And I love these fern pieces. I don't know if y'all can see on the camera or not, but it's got these little spikes on each side, and it helps it grip the foam better. Trying to make sure I got enough for all the sides. That's what it looks like. So far, I still got to do one on each side. On the ends. Now I got to piece this one together because I didn't have a hole one. So this will probably go towards the back of my mailbox, the flat edge. Right. Now I do have some more greenery, but I'm going to put the flowers in first. And then fill in with the greenery. And these look like they're, what are these, carnations maybe? These here are fun. They look like little firecrackers to me, fireworks. So they're fun. that tag off. Okay, I got 6 carnations, 6 of the other things. Let me get... Okay, I got blue carnations. I got 6 of those. Oh my gracious, y'all. Okay. 2, nope. Yep, 6 of those. I got 5 white carnations. Well, 2 white carnations, 3 of these. This is one of those piece of bushes that I had left. But really, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bushes so far. 4 flowers, 1 greenery. At $1.25 a piece. Come on. Okay, and I got some filler stuff over here. I got more carnations if we need it. And I also have these. These are, it's called a spring bouquet. It's from Dollar Tree also. But they have that little shiny part on the inside. I don't know if y'all can see it. But I think they're real pretty, so I'm going to use those too. But let's start with what we got. Okay. And I'm going to cut these. They're probably, the stem part is like 5 inches long. And I'm just going to start sticking. Oh, got to cut it. And I am leaving the leaves on these. I'm just going to start from the outside and work myself in. Okay. I'm going to go to the blue now. Oh, that got my fingernail all that glued in. That's not good. Okay, so that's all the way around the bottom, and it's almost completely covered, that bottom edge. Okay, so let's go in with these ones. Yeah, I think the white I'm going to use as filler. After I get everything in, I'm going to use the white as the filler. And again, this is down at an angle because you want to leave room for your bow in the middle. And I'm just putting these like right above the blue ones, so it's not too much red in one spot, not too much blue in one spot. And y'all, if you're making it for yourself, come on, give yourself a little bit of slack. Ain't nothing got to be perfect. Supposed to have fun when you do this. Be creative. Just do what you want to do. Now, if it's for a customer, you know, make sure it's it's done with a little bit more finesse, but since this is for me, and I make these every year for myself, I know what my mailbox can handle and what, I mean, as long as it's just pretty to me, I don't care. Okay, I'm going to cut some of these off. I only have 3 of these, I think. Yeah, only 3. So, I think I'm going to put a layer of greenery in here. And this is just small little wispy ferns. But I think I'm going to add some of this in here. The wispy ferns. It's so playful looking. Uh-oh. All right. Get one on each side. Maybe 2 on each side. That's a big one. I'll have to get me some more glue here in a minute. Okay. That's looking really, really thick. Let me see. I'm going to put some white in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my bow in before it gets too tight. So I'm going to set my bow kind of towards the back, and I'm just going to attach this pipe, this zip tie onto this zip tie. And then we can go in and fill in around the bow. Okay. Come in and cut that off. Already pretty. Okay. Now we still have holes like right here and in the corners. The bow is towards the back, so the front here is what we're going to be focusing on. I'm going to take these white ones and start putting them in there. I'm going to take one of these blue ones and put right there. One of them real pretty blue ones. Okay. I'm going to turn it and I'm just going to look for a hole. There's a hole right there. Take my white. Stick it in there. Okay. Now I can see I've got a big gap right here in this corner. I'm going to take another piece of this greenery and put in there. I got one more white one. Let me see. I think I must Stick it right there. All I'm doing now, guys, is just filling in holes. This is my last white flower. Okay, so I do want these to be, I'm going to stick that one right there. These are so pretty, I want these to stick up a little bit and be seen. I'm going to come right underneath this bow and stick it right in there. Isn't that pretty? Now I got one more of these, so I'm going to come to the back side of the bow. Or kind of towards the back, and do the same thing. See, so there's like a little triangle of these three, so it draws your attention across the arrangement. Okay, now let's see. I got some of these, this little filler bush. I'm going to put some of these in there. I do this at Christmas too. I always put a Christmas one on. I done a Halloween one about 3 years ago, and it had a skeleton sitting on top of it. That was really cool. Okay, let me get a glue stick. Get it going up in there. Okay, so come around here on the side, stick that in. And I'm going to stick one right there, coming out the top. You can use as many flowers as you want, or as little flowers as you want. Just as long as the base is full and covered. And see, this side here is pretty much full already. Do some in the bow. Okay, this up here. I got a hole right here. I'm gonna put this piece of greenery in there, kind of underneath this bow, and it's going to hide some of that frame or the foam, and it's also going to help hold the bow up out of the hole. It gives you little sprigs. That's stuff right there. Alright. I think we about got it, y'all. I'm going to add these shiny little, I might just do one. I'm going to do all these kind of on the top. And they're just sticking out. Just random like. Guys, I think that's gonna do it. Isn't that pretty? You just have to fix your tails to hang the way you want them to hang. And the way we attach them to the mailbox is we put either a bungee cord onto the feet here of the stands, or we run a zip tie. A really long zip tie, which my husband can get from work, around it. And work your tails into the flowers if you want to, so they hang down like that. Or you can have them up on top of everything. I like to have mine down though. I just tuck them in there behind everything, and they'll just hang right down. Alright, that's our design for today. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. And once I get this on the mailbox, I will show you. I don't know when we're going to put it on the mailbox. Probably after all this rain is over with. Y'all, it has been raining for like 2 days. We're under a flood advisory, a flood watch, until tomorrow. Still expecting more rain tonight. So, I probably won't put it out until this weekend. But I promise you I will get a shot of it so y'all can see. And in the meantime, I need to make up my mind if I'm going to change everything out to fall or not. If nothing else, I may start behind me here with this flower wall and just sort through and get the summer ones out and start bringing in fall stuff. I don't know. It's a job. And I'm not looking forward to it. But I am ready to start doing other things. Because y'all see I got a ton of stuff for summertime that I can sell. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm worried about is custom orders that I get from friends and stuff. So, I mean, if that happens, I can always go in my attic and dig the stuff out, I guess. But thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I promise next time I'll do a wreath, a mesh wreath. So thanks for subscribing, watching, sharing, liking, commenting. I'm up to 870 something subscribers. We're almost there. I can see it. It's gonna happen. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me. And until next time, thank y'all.